Oh. Apparently, I somehow set my recording mode into 30 frames a second when I was filming the Wheelock NES fire alarm, so I do apologize. I think that's a Wheelock AS I hear in the parking lot, but I can't really see too well because I'm not supposed to be back in the building, but I'll maybe check the next time I'm down there just to find what it is. But that sounded like a Wheelock AS, that is inside the parking garage over there, where a lot of the fire alarms you hear inside the building are Wheelock ZNS is what they are. I think that's what it is. Wheelock ZNS fire alarm horn strobes. Where the ones inside the dorm is just some sort of speaker buzzer, which thankfully they didn't use an actual horn strobe like they do in the hallway. Otherwise, people would have been jump scared, especially during the middle of the night. Even worse, if they have a spectral alert advanced, that would be like an overkill. But anyways, this is another fire alarm fun that we're having here. This is turning me, I feel like I'm now a fire alarm fanatic because this is like 2-3 fire alarm soundings that I hear each year. Anyways, wonder what pattern is the horn stroke is the horn sounding on. It's not code 3 or some sort of march time in slow motion. Anyways, what's that? That beeper sound. What kind of fire alarm sound is that? If anyone can tell me in the comments below. But yeah, here we have a fire alarm shenanigan. All right, y'all. So what really happened was that somebody had actually set off the smoke alarm, which activated the fire alarm system. And it's not really a fire drill since it's late at night. It's after 10:30 in the evening when all this happened, which we typically don't do fire drills late at night like this. And yeah, pardon me, the fan is on because I don't want to get hot. But if you have epilepsy and are sensitive to flashing lights, please leave the video now. But anyways, y'all know what kind of fire alarm device that is? Because this is the sound that is making, which thankfully it's not an actual horn strobe, which would be a lot worse. But this is the sound this is the continuous sound that it's making inside the unit room, which sounded exactly like a system sensor low frequency sounder. But if you guys can tell me what kind of fire alarm that is, I wonder what kind of fire alarm that is. While out in the hallways, they use the Wheelock ZNS horn strobes, and in the parking lot, and in the parking garage, I hear a Wheelock AS, but I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to check tomorrow. So, other than that, that's gonna be all for this video. I'm getting ready to call it a night because I gotta head to bed and get up early in the morning tomorrow. So, that being said, that's gonna be it. All right, now that I have a chance to go into the parking garage, this right here is the Wheelock AS that is sounding. Would you look at that? The Wheelock AS is like literally falling off the mounting bracket right there. Look at that, you see the exposed wiring. What a fire alarm fail that is. Well, anyways, just have to capture that, but other than that, this is the end of the video for real this time. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And that was your fire alarm shenanigan. That'll be it.